Hey Vocal Reset, and welcome to episode 3 of my vocal warm-up series. Today we are talking about an exercise that is really good for our resonance, placement of tone, and overall tone beauty. And I'm calling this the PUM exercise, P-U-M, PUM. So ladies, I'm going to start off with you. We'll start with you in C major with your high note being G4. And it goes like this. Pum, 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 pum. Now you'll notice I'm staying very soft, very light, especially if this is the first warm-up that you're doing of the day. You want to keep it very, very relaxed. So you're going to hold the M sound on that first pum, and then you're going to hold it on this last pum. And then we're going to go down chromatically from there. So ladies, here we go. Pum, 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 pum. 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 Great job, ladies. All right, men, for you, I am starting in F major with your high note being middle C. All right, same thing as with the ladies, holding the M sound on that first pum, holding it on the last one. Here we go, ready and go. Pum, 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 Good. Last one. Now, the first thing that this exercise does for us is build our resonance. And by that, I mean it helps with the sound waves that are being produced by our body. It helps to direct them to the spots in our body that we want those sound waves to reflect off of, therefore amplifying the sound. So you have actually a built-in amplification system to help create a louder tone than what's actually being produced by your vocal folds. So when it comes to resonance, you have a couple cavities in your body that we specifically use for vocal resonance. The first is the sinus cavity, and the second is the oral cavity. There are a few other cavities involved as well, such as the throat cavity and the chest cavity, but we don't really consider these as cavities that we can manipulate in any way. And we are not usually trying to place our tone in these cavities. We're usually we're able to manipulate our oral cavity, of course. We can change the shape, the size, and then of course we do use our sinus cavity a lot to place the tone as well. So when doing this exercise, what's happening is you're drawing the tone as it's being produced by the vocal folds. You're pointing it in the direction of the mask region, which is the sinus cavity and the oral cavity that we use for the majority of our resonance. We actually call this mask resonance. So this exercise helps draw that tone to our mask region and allows us to use our sinus cavity and our oral cavity for resonance and for natural amplification. Now, a fun way to experiment with this, and teachers, I encourage you to do this with your students because it really shows them what is going on in their body. So you can actually feel the resonance inside your mouth based on the vibrations around your lip region. So when you do the exercise, pum, 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 I can actually feel the vibrations taking place around my lip area. And then it's really obvious to me that yes, that tone is being drawn to the mask region of my face. Mask resonance is really important for keeping the tone out of our throat. So if you ever feel like you have certain vowels or even consonants that force that tone back down in your throat, or some vowels that feel like they're getting swallowed, this exercise is really going to help bring those vowels and consonants up out of the throat right here in the front of your face. Now, I also mentioned this exercise being really, really great for placement, which is exactly what we're talking about when we're talking about placing that tone in the mask region of the face so that it can resonate beautifully in this place in your head that is ideal for a beautiful tone quality. And that brings us to our third reason to do this exercise. It does greatly improve the beauty of your tone. If your vowels, like I said, are getting swallowed, or you feel like you can't really sing out of your throat, this is really going to help with that. It's going to beautify that tone, keeping it all very central to the front of your face. You're going to feel like those consonants are right here in the tip of your tongue, not getting lost in your throat. And it's going to beautify those long vowels. Okay, now I'm going to demonstrate on a very popular hymn that we're all familiar with, just the first phrase of Amazing Grace. So I'm going to demonstrate and exaggerate a little bit of a tone quality that's being lost or swallowed in the throat, that is not being resonated in the mask region, is not being placed in either one of these cavities, and where the tone quality is really suffering. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. So when I was singing, I was trying really hard to keep that, to kind of suppress that tone in the throat. And some of you know what that feels like because you struggle to get the tone up and out of your throat, and that is what this exercise is going to help with. I'm going to give us our pitches for both the men and the women. And I want you to sing along with me on pum. Just that phrase. Again, this is a way that you can use this exercise to actually help the repertoire, the songs that you are currently working on. So let's sing that first phrase together on pum. Pum, 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 pum. Now, hopefully you could feel how much that hum on the end there and those plosive P's, all of that is really working to draw that tone out of your throat and put it right here where you can actually touch and feel the vibration of those sound frequencies. Now I want us to sing the first phrase of Amazing Grace again using that same feeling. And of course, do the pum exercise a few times, do it several times in order to really get what we're feeling for. It's very possible you will not feel it the first time that you do it, and that is totally okay. Do it a few times or until you can feel those vibrations being pulled up out of your throat and into your mask region. So let's sing it together on the words and see if we've been able to pull that tone up out of our throat. Ready, and sing. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Yeah, that feels, I can feel that tone has come to the front of my face. None of it is lingering back in my throat. None of my vowels felt like they were being swallowed or lost. And hopefully you're starting to feel that too. I hope this exercise is helpful to you, and if you have any questions, comment below, send me a message. I'd love to help you apply this exercise to your vocal endurance and warm-up routine. If you loved this warm-up tutorial, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Vocal Reset with Tara, join my Facebook singing community, Vocal Reset with Tara, and follow me on Instagram at Tara_mytempo. Thank you so much for watching, singers. Thanks for being a part of my singing community, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode of my vocal warm-up series.